Starry night 무스운이 지난 바로 밀고던 너긴
Very well, everyone, welcome to Let's Break Star Ocean, the second story, R. It's not remake, it's R. It's the remake, guys. It's the remake. Who am I kidding? This came out very recently, and I got it not immediately, but I waited a little bit, you know. Didn't want to get it exactly on day one, because I knew it was gonna be hard. But this is going to be a little different from what I usually do. This is gonna be a let's break, not a let's play, let's break. What we're gonna do, in fact, we're gonna play this game, but we're not gonna play through it casually. We're gonna abuse the hell out of the systems that this game gives to us to become extremely OP, because it's fun. It's fun, and I want to show it off. And that's all there is to it, really. Because of that, we do need to address a few things before we start the game itself. Yeah, let's begin a new game. I've already beaten the game. Actually, just very recently I've beaten the story, and I'm almost done with post game content. Then there's all the 100% completion stuff that I'm not even sure if I'm gonna get into, because it's a lot of stuff. But yeah, let's begin. The first thing you need to do in this game is to choose a protagonist. You can choose the male protagonist or the female protagonist. So let's actually take a quick look on their description here. The only son of Ronix, Claude C. the only son of Ronix's J. Kenny, here of the Third Alliance, Earthling, unsure of what he wants to do in life. He's been going along with his surroundings. He's a 19-year-old student, an officer school with a lot on his mind. He's learned hand-to-hand combat at the school. However, fun fact, Ronix's J. Kenny is actually one of the main characters of the first Star Ocean game. And in that game, he's a sort of a mage character. But he is definitely not a mage. Claude here is definitely not a mage, he's a physical fighter. Instead we have Rena Lanford, a carefree, starry-eyed 7-year-old girl with a big imagination. She's great in martial arts and also possesses a mysterious healing power. She's a healer. She can also punch stuff, but mainly she's gonna heal your party. From the certain village of Arlia on the planet Expel. So there are a few things that change between the two, other than who you choose as the protagonist. Eventually, you just get both of them. They are the first two characters you play with, but they do change the story a little bit. Well, mainly some cutscenes, because sometimes the two won't be together. So when the two are separated, you only see the version of the character you select here. And there are also some cutscenes that are exclusive to some of them, and some like specific actions that only one of the two can perform. Actually, Rena has a weird side quest on a town that Claude doesn't get. It's kind of weird, and she actually has to fight as optional boss on her own, which is interesting. So yeah. Although if this is your first time playing, pick Claude, because he has got the best version of the story. He's got a lot more cutscenes early on and midway through the game. Overall, I think in my opinion at least, the story was supposed to be seen through his eyes, not Rena's eyes. But you can play as Rena, as be fine anyway. It's just I think you get a better picture with him. The other important thing to keep in mind is that depending on which one you choose, you can recruit a different character later on. So with Claude, you get a mage later on, and mage kinda suck in this game because they're slow. And by the time they cast a spell for max damage, you already done 10 times as much with just spamming physical attacks. And with Rena instead, you get a physical fighter, which is not one of the best ones, but it's decent. It's better than what Claude gets, that's for sure. But if you don't want this the character that Claude gets later on, you can just refuse him. Just dump him when you have the chance, which is probably what I'm gonna do because, again, mages suck. So yeah, this is pretty much the difference. Claude gets better story, but gets a sucky character halfway through the game, which you can't just refuse. None of the characters in this game that you can recruit are mandatory. Only these two. Only these two are mandatory. Everybody else, you always have a chance to just deny them and not get them in the party. And again, with Rena, you get some unique cutscenes, less of the general idea of what the story is all about. You still get it, but Claude has a better perspective, and you learn a lot more. But you get a physical fighter, which is pretty good. Because of that, I'm gonna go Claude. And yeah, let's do this. Do we have to? Okay, we have to choose a few things here. You can rename the characters. You can actually rename them anytime during the game. So this is by no means a permanent choice. We're gonna keep the English voice. What I don't really like, but I guess I know why they did it. They did it this way in this remake. You can go back to the Japanese, and the Japanese as this is the original version. This is the remake. Yeah, can I? I'm not sure. This might be the one from the PSP version, because this game has had 3 main versions: PS1, PSP, and this one. So you can change between the two on Japanese, but unfortunately English you have to use the new ones, which are the same on the PSP. There were some cool ones in the PS1 version, but I guess they didn't. They were very badly compressed, so I guess that's why you cannot. Maybe they lost all the audio samples and they cannot like recover them and make them better. I don't know. That was probably the reason why. I still like a lot of the voices on the PS1 though. Difficulty: easy, normal, hard. We'll play normal. BGM version, I've actually played the entirety of this game almost twice. By using the original, which is, I think uses the PSP PS1. We're gonna play the arrangement. I haven't heard much of it, so that will be cool for me too. Also, by the way, I have not seen most of the cutscenes, because I played through this game, I skipped every single cutscene, because I know all of them way too much. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna look at them during the Let's Play. This is, yeah, let's just keep the art on. Of course, we do want that. It's kind of weird, like, it shows the characters when they speak sometimes, for some reasons, not all the times, which is weird. I don't know. Oh well. And that's that. Let's begin, I guess.
Space. The realm of infinite possibility. It has long inspired the dreams of billions. These dreams, countless in number, spread infinitely throughout the universe, though some of these dreams are nightmares. A race of sentient beings from planet Lazonia, discovered in Sector Gamma, declared war on the Terran Alliance, igniting the flames of ferocious warfare across the galaxy. SD-342. The battleship Calnus received a commendation for excellence in command for its victory in the battle against Lazonia. SD-346. The captain of the Calnus and his second-in-command successfully contained a mysterious virus outbreak on the underdeveloped frontier planet Roke. They also were able to prevent the tyrannical G.A. Revorce's diabolical plan to conquer Earth. Thanks to his achievements, my father was promoted to admiral at the unprecedented young age of 38. I respected him more than anybody else in my life. I know that being a Federation officer is among the greatest accomplishments anyone can hope to achieve in this universe. But I am my own man. I'm no puppet. I'm not just the son of Admiral Ronix J. Kinney, hero of the Pan-Galactic Federation. So what am I doing here, of all places?
How's it look? Any change from the pre-landing scans?
No, sir. None of the wavelengths are showing any response. The field resembles a magnetic energy field somewhat, but its exact nature is still uncertain at the moment.
So it's possible that it's absorbing all the waves from the sensors. All right, let's try running a spectral analysis on the magnetic waves the field is emitting. Claude, you're a ranking officer now. Use this to protect everyone if something happens. What's wrong? Nervous?
No, not exactly, sir.
Don't tell me you're already quaking in your boots, Claude. It's not the kind of behavior I expect from an ensign. You can use this phase gun in battle by pressing the special arts button. Don't be afraid to pull the trigger, it might just save your life.
No good, Admiral. There's no match with anything in our databases.
Is that right? All right, let's get a closer look at it then. What can this possibly be? Just why would anyone build something like this here?
We'll need to find a way into the dome first.
You're right. All crew, spread out and investigate the area. Stay alert, people. Safety is of the utmost priority.
Alright, we are in control now. Basic controls, yeah, movement, open camp menu. Unfortunately, you can't do that. So even if you try, it's not gonna help do anything. And there's a minimap. There's a bunch of icons on the minimap that we don't really care about right now. The exclamation mark is progress the story. Oh, can we go back here? No, we cannot. I was internally debating myself whether to keep the auto scroll text or not. Because if you don't keep it, you have to press A every single time. There's a little sound every time you do that at the end of the text box. But if you do, you got that auto thing on the bottom right, and it kind of bothers me, so I'm not gonna keep it. I'll talk to these guys, why not? There's quite a dome, isn't it, sir? You think there's a way to open the entrance? Yeah, just go to the quest marker and that'll work out. You think there'll be a switch or sensor somewhere nearby? Oh, don't worry about it. I'm working on it. There's gotta be some way to open this door. And Father. Hey, Claude, did you find anything? Not yet. One thing I want to point out, in the PS1 and PSP version, you were able to open the menu here, which was a big deal, as we'll discuss later. For now, we're just going to investigate this panel and get to a certain point in the story where we'll have to discuss some stuff.
Admiral?
What is it, Claude? Did you find something?
I think this is some type of control device. Maybe it'll open up an entrance into the dome.
Good job, Claude. Just as I expected. How does it look? Think you can figure it out?
Just give me a little more time and I should be able to. Got it. It's opened.
How's it look in there?
I don't see any sensors or security measures at the entrance. Beyond that, I can't say anything until we actually go inside.
All right, let's proceed inward and begin with the investigation. Look alive, everyone. We don't know what we'll find inside.
Alright then, there used to be a save point here too on the first PS1, PSP, but there's not. First save point is actually quite a while from here. Don't know why they changed it, but that's how it is. But we'll talk to these guys again, see what they have to say. My guess is that an explosion of immense magnitude occurred deep within the planet, but that was because such a thing happened on a small planet like this. Yeah, I'm gonna go real fast through NPC dialogue, because this game doesn't really have the greatest NPC dialogue. They're very generic. Could you think the construction is over there, sir? I don't even know, man. You asking me? I've never seen it, just like you. Okay, this thing, and what purpose? I don't know. Something wrong, Claude? I'm busy analyzing this device over here. You go explore the road areas. Yeah, Dad, can't you see the mini-map? There's like no other areas.
Don't be careless, Claude. Wait till we figure out what that thing is before you go near it.
Don't worry. It's nothing special. I'll be fine.
Stop! Don't go any closer. We still don't know what that device is capable of.
Get back here! Stay away from that thing, Claude! Claude!
How are we supposed to accomplish anything if you're going to be that scared? Look, there's no danger at all.
Coordinates 214-368-97781. Opening gate.
What? What? No! Ah!
He's gone. Claude! Admiral, please don't. No, it's all my fault.
What happened? Oh, that's right. I was on Milokenia. And then that light swallowed me up. hell am I? Dad, where is everyone? Hey, I still have my communicator. It's no good. I can't get a signal. So where am I? Where did I get sent to? Well, I can't just sit around here and do nothing. I need to figure out where I am right away. From the looks of it, this place might be some underdeveloped planet. Where could I possibly be? There's someone there! Whoa! Look out! Behind you!
Huh?
I gotta help her. Look out! Here they come!
Alright, we get into our first battle, and battles just... The basics are pretty standard. They're fought in real time. You move around, you mash button to beat the enemy. Unfortunately, if you try to punch this guy, you do no damage. Well, remember what our dad said? Use our phase gun.
Take this! How about this? Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10. Whoa! Whew. Good thing I made it in time. Ah, I shouldn't have used my phase gun. Great. How could I have been so careless? That probably violated the Underdeveloped Planet Preservation Pact. But I had to do it. If I didn't pull the trigger, I couldn't have saved that girl. You alright? Well, that was a close one. By the way, if you don't mind me asking... Hey, wait! She ran away from me.
Alright then, yeah, there's no other way to kill that guy other than to pull the trigger. So yeah, Claude, really? It was an emergency. You would have died otherwise. Hey, can we go this way? Oh cool, there's a treasure chest. I forgot this treasure was even here. Various items can be found inside treasure chests. Be sure to open any chest you come across. Purple, rare, gold, equipment or accessories with factors, which will... There's actually a new thing they introduced in this version of the game. Normal equipment and accessories. Other items are full. Enemy symbols will appear. Alright, yeah, it's different chests will give you different stuff. Which was not the case. They added this too. Like, all the chests used to be red in the OG. But now you get a vague idea on what's gonna be inside of them. Also, enemy chests did not exist at all. I believe there's another chest nearby as well. Up here? Yeah, there it is. Over here. Also, these kind of dialogues on the right, the left, I'm not even gonna read. And they were too added for this version. Which is pretty cool. And now that we grabbed that was an healing item. We're gonna go this way and progress with the story.
Oh, good. I was hoping you'd wait for me.
I'm sorry I ran away like that.
Oh, no, that's okay.
It's just that everything happened so quickly. I was really shocked.
Scary, huh?
Yes, a little. Still, I'm really sorry about all this. You saved me, but I just ran off like that.
Nah, don't worry about it. Besides, you did stop to wait, didn't you?
Oh, I haven't introduced myself. My name is Reyna. Reyna Lanford.
Oh, and I'm Claude. Claude C. Kinney. Hi.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Kenny. So, Mr. Kenny, was there something you wanted to ask me earlier?
Oh, right. It's nothing that important, really, but... where am I?
Are you a traveler?
Something like that, yeah.
Where are you from?
From Earth?
Earth? Where is that?
I figure she wouldn't know what I'm talking about. Well, how can I put it? It's really far away from here. Really, really far away. Probably.
A faraway place? I have never even been off this continent. That's really amazing. Is Earth farther away than L?
I suppose, yeah.
It must have been quite a long and difficult journey. Mr. Kenny, once we cross this bridge, we'll be in Arlia.
Arlia, is that where you live? But, are you sure it's alright if I just barge in?
Of course it is. Besides, I need to repay you somehow.
No, please, don't worry about it. I didn't do anything that special.
You don't have to be so modest. It won't be much, just the least I can offer you, so please.
Alright, before we actually go and take up on Rena's offer to explore Arlia, this is the first time where you can open the menu, so do so. And yeah, we'll get a tutorial on what the menu is. It's the menu, guys. Do I need to explain it? All a bunch of stuff. You got your items, your equipment, your special attacks. This is, we'll talk about it. This is where we can start breaking the game later, but this is how you pretty much you build your characters. Crafting system that we not unlocked, formations that we can't really do much with. Status screen for the character, which is very important, as we'll see in a second. Missions that we haven't unlocked yet. Database, which has the usual stuff. This is new. They have added it for this version, I believe. Maybe the PSP had something like that. I'm not sure. Definitely didn't have anything in the PS1. And well, there's a system, the options, and load and save. You can only save at save point or on the world map, so can't really save right now, but there's a save point real close. In fact, there's one in the village, but even closer, if you go back through this way, you can also fight some enemies. Here, I believe, do we get introduced to enemies now? Because we're going to an area with enemies? We might get, yeah, okay. So, enemies are on the field, you can see those little fogs. Greens are weak and will not attack you. Purple are normal and rather strong. Purple and strong will actively try to attack you. If you touch them from behind, you'll begin with an advantage because the enemies will start stunned and they cannot do anything for a little bit. Same thing happens to you if a fog touches you from the side or the back. Kind of like Earthbound. That was a thing they added in this version. Normally, in the older versions, encounters were random. So just random encounters, you can't see them. And there's a save point. Some save points will also heal you, which is also a new feature. Not this one. You can tell if it heals you because you get like a big green effect surrounding your characters. But, very importantly, especially if you want to break the game, as soon as you get to this point, go to status screen. And here you can actually toggle between PS1 version of the portrait, new version, PSP. Honestly, I like the PS1s. I really do. It's not like these ones are bad, but the PS1s are kind of washed out. I mean, come on. They were, I guess they were good on the PSP. Sorry, this is the PSP one. But yeah, I like the PS1's version. Most importantly, press Y and look at the talents on the right. This is somewhat of a good role. These talents are not set in stone. There is a certain chance for you to get them or not every time a character joins your party for the first time. For Claude, these are rolled when you begin the game, and this is the first time you get to check them. In the PS1 and PSP, as I said, when you gain control near your dad and the crew, that's when you can first check them. And they are important if you want to break the game, because those affect your ability to interact with the crafting system. And especially, what you want for Claude are two talents: originality and nimble fingers, and we have both of them. Originality, not as much, it will help, but nimble fingers really breaks the game for reasons that we will understand in a few episodes. You can reset the game and try to get to this point and see if you get it. I think it's a 50% chance of getting nimble finger. We also got design sense and rhythm sense. It's okay, I guess. I had prepared a save file down here, which is, I saved it right here, in case we did not get those talents, and I could just load that, and that one actually rolled perfectly because I had only originality and nimble fingers. And it's good if you only have those two, because when you can actually learn the others through just trial and error during crafting, and you actually get points if you do that. So if you get only the ones you need, it's good, because you can then learn the others, get points that you can spend to improve your character. Whatever, though, I'm gonna roll with it. I'm not going to load the other save file, just because that save file was luckily had only those two talents. It took me about 10 tries to get it. I was only looking for nimble fingers, but it just so happened that I got the only two that I wanted. That works for every character. So, like Rena, for example, here, she is not in the party, as you can see. So her talents haven't been initialized yet. When she will join the party, then the talents will be rolled. But we'll talk about that later.
Here we are. Welcome to Arlia.
I haven't breathed air this clean in a long time.
What do you mean by clean air? Is there such a thing as dirty air?
Yeah, it's sure dirty where I come from anyway.
Really? I don't think I would like that.
I don't think so either. This feels 1,000 times better.
Well, there's plenty of clean air here, so breathe as much as you please. I need to run back home for a little bit, Mr. Kenny. Would you mind maybe taking a walk around the village for a little while?
Sure, no problem.
I'll be right back.
It's probably not a good idea to get too involved with the locals. I better try to find a way back. Maybe the villagers will have something helpful to tell me.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's try not to get involved. So let's talk with everybody. What could be better than Arlie? Young folks don't seem to know anything these days. Yeah, whatever. I don't think I'm gonna go ahead and talk to everyone. One thing that they added in the remake, though, is these things. These are unique spots. And there's at least one in every town and one in every dungeon, but I haven't still found them all yet. There's a bunch of them on the world map as well. Handmade general purpose water wheel that is an essential part of daily life in Arlia. One used to see things like this on Earth too. The good thing about these is that they give you a bunch of experience points. And that is pretty good, because that will cut our farming time tenfold. What do you have to say? Milokenia, never heard of it. This is Arlia. Our village is located in the southern part of this continent. Now, one thing they did, for some reason they changed it, is that when Claude asks about like Milokenia, Earth, and later you'll see he'll ask about machine. Oh, there you go. This one does it. So all the villagers don't know the word Earth, spaceship, machine, Milokenia, or whatever, Space Federation, and they misspell it. Like this kid right here. And for some reason, though, it seems that only this kid misspells it. Like, for example, Rena, in the beginning, when she says Earth, she says Earth, U-R-T-H, I believe. Instead of E-A-R-T-H. Because she doesn't know the word. Anyway, let's just rob these treasure chests because they're free. Another armor. Okay, so this is a good thing. That was in place since PS1. When you get better equipment, the game will do that and then tell you, hey, do you want to confirm this? Yeah, and it'll just equip it for you if it thinks that it is better than what you have. That is only an annoyance in post game, but you can turn that off. So, because sometimes you may not want to equip a thing because just it has better stats. Maybe you want to keep the old thing because it has, you know, special effects or whatever. Not much to do here. We can try to go around, but it's really fine if we just move along with the story now. Just Serena heading home looking really excited. I wonder what happened. Aren't you asking who's this person? Like, you probably all know each other. Thought you may wonder who I am.
So where is he right now?
Well, I told him to look around town for a bit.
Wait a minute, Reina.
Excuse me.
Ah, is something wrong, Mr. Kenny?
No, I was just walking around the village and I wound up here.
Oh, I see. I didn't expect you to be here.
Is this a bad time?
Oh, no, not at all. Mom, this is Mr. Kenny. He's the one who saved me earlier.
Oh my. So he's the one you told me about? Well, hello there, Mr. Kenny. I'm Reina's mother. Just call me Westa. Reina said that you saved her from a dangerous situation earlier.
Oh, it wasn't anything special at all.
But of course it is. It would have been a disaster if you hadn't shown up when you did. I told this girl time and again to stay away from the sacred forest, but she never listens to me.
Oh, Mom.
Reina, you should just be glad that you're okay.
Anyways, Mr. Kenny, I'm sorry I kept you waiting. I'm done here, so how about I show you around the village?
Ah, yes, please. Thank you.
All right, see you later, Mom.
Okay, I got it. Have fun, you two.
It was nice meeting you, ma'am.
I'm sorry about my mother. She can be annoying sometimes.
It doesn't bother me. My parents are kind of the same way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like you wouldn't believe. You'd be amazed.
Well, shall we get going?
Alright, but guess what? We're gonna do that next time, because it's been a while, and this first episode will take up an hour otherwise. So, next time on Star Ocean 2R, or rather, next time on Let's Break Star Ocean 2R, we'll go around the village and see what's going on. See you all in the next one.